Hello friends, welcome to the Ekalavya Universities. Today we take up the chapter number 3 in Basic School. This is Know Your Programming Basics. In this, the concept number 1, that is 3.1, Understanding a Computer Program. Before understanding a computer program, we must know the meaning of the term programming. Programming means transforming our computational problem into a set of computer language instructions. Once again, programming means transforming our computational problem into a set of computer language instructions. These set of instructions, we bundle them and call them as a program. We don't give single instruction and all that. Even if it is a single instruction also, we bundle it and call it as a program and feed it to a computer. Once the computer program is fed to a computer accepts it. What steps? Just listen. Computer accepts it, store them, understand them, obey them, implement them, and ultimately it generates results and displays it. So once we feed a program to the computer accepts it, stores it, understands it, implement it, and ultimately it generates results. In programming, programming is really a challenging job, mainly because of two reasons. The first reason is computer is a brainless machine. Like a human, computer does not have any brain. It is a brainless machine. The second one is computer cannot understand our human languages such as English, Hindi, etc. and all that. So we must learn its languages and we must develop all the instructions in one of the computer languages such as C, C++, Java, etc. Actually, as far as programming is concerned, you must understand certain basic facts. Actually, many people feel that if they learn a programming language, one or more programming languages, they become programmers. This is half truth. This is not 100% true. Yes, learning programming language is an essential prerequisite, but it is not everything. It is simply learning one or more programming languages. You cannot become a programmer. It is an essential prerequisite. It is like illustratively, it is like writing poetry in human language. For example, you know your mother tongue. You know thoroughly all elements of your mother tongue. You can speak, you can write. Can you write a poem? Can you write a song? Most of you say no. Why? You learnt your language. You are master over that. You can write, you can express everything, you can speak well. But why can't you write poetry? Poetry means something more are required that you know. Those are obvious. Here, learning computer program plays the same role. It is not everything. If you have to become a real programmer and all that, something more you have to learn systematically. Then only you will become a programmer. That's why in this chapter, mainly we should focus on programming basics. If you do not know these basics and all that, you are in some illusions. Whatever you feel is not correct. You may feel that if you learn one or more programming languages, you will become a programmer. Almost according to me, 90% of the students, they feel that if they learn one or more programming languages, they will become programmers. Actually, the in program development process, programming language enters in the fourth phase. Before that, three phases are there. In the chapter, we detailedly discuss about that, and then only you should understand the truth. You can understand the realities. Then only, before learning technologies and all that, you have to understand the basics of the program. Then only, whatever effort you make, it contributes towards the contributes for transforming you as a right programmer. We have understood that a computer performs our computational task strictly according to our instructions. First, let us consider the program definition, computer program definition. A computer program is a set of instructions which manipulates a set of given data in order to achieve a predefined task, and which is executed on a computer. Actually, in computer program definition, there are four steps. The first one is a computer program is a set of instructions, as I explained to you earlier, and these instructions act upon a set of given data, and what for? To achieve a predefined task, and where it is executed? It is executed on a computer. Actually, most of the students, wherever some definition is there, generally they by heart it and reproduce it. That is really a bad habit. Actually, a definition is like a blueprint. You have to understand it analytically, and don't bother about, many people feel that they have to reproduce it in a complex sentence and all that. That is not required. And even if it is given to you as a complex sentence also, you dissect it into steps and understand it analytically, and then reproduce it. Analytical understanding of definition is the essential prerequisite for understanding a subject, corresponding subject. Actually, a concept acts like a blueprint for applications. Always you remember that. Once you have perfect command over concepts, then only you can perform the corresponding applications properly. By that, by implementing it, by performing the applications, you own the concept again. So that's why always remember, without understanding concepts, don't proceed to applications. It is a very bad habit, especially definitions and all that. First, you understand the definition. A definition provides a complete blueprint for the corresponding concept. That's why first I am focusing on a computer program definition. It consists of four steps. A computer program is a set of instructions which manipulates a set of given data. What for? To achieve the predefined task, and where it is executed? It is executed on a computer. In order to understand this definition practically and own this, I have to give you an example, and let us take up a simple example. Prepare and print a marks report of the student. This is a simple example, anybody can understand this. Actually, if you take this, first I write the steps. What steps we have to implement on a computer in a general language, because I assume that you do not know any language. That's why first write the general steps. The first step, start program, and before we perform any task, we have to start program. After the task is over, we have to stop the program. It is like a neighboring flour mill. If you take grain and all that, then you start the machine. After processing is over, it stops the machine. Always treat a computer program like a machine. It performs your predefined task. So start program and stop program. These are the common steps for any task. The second one is read marks. Read marks, two words, two terms you have to understand: reading and writing. These are very commonly used in all programming languages. Reading means when you enter data, computer accepts the data. That process is called reading. After processing and all that, a computer displays data on monitor screen. That is writing. Whenever in programming languages we use the terms reading or writing, you have to understand that reading means taking the computer takes data, and writing means displaying data on the computer. So read marks, find total marks. Actually, part of your marks report, they print your total marks. That's why you have to calculate total marks. Part of your marks report, uh, average marks are printed. Average marks means you have to understand as percentage of marks are printed. That also you have to calculate. Thereafter, display. Now or otherwise, write marks report. Now stop program. Now task is over. Stop program. Actually, as far as reading marks are concerned, we give data 45, 56, 62, 71, 49. These are the marks. Okay. Now with reference to this example, let us understand the definition. Whenever you have to understand, analyze and master a definition, always you follow this procedure. Don't by heart definition. Here there is no room for by hearting in program. If you want to become a right programmer, then you have to understand and own every concept. There is no room for by hearting. Just for example, I am telling you, this is the C language book of 1000+ pages. At least 2-3 languages, C, C++, Java, at least C and Java, you have to study. How you can by heart? How can you expect that you can by heart every element? By hearting, what you do that? How it is useful for you? So always remember that, understand concept, implement that, and own the concept, and become proficient. So here you understand and own the concept, and through this example. Now let us analyze the steps again. And a computer program is set of instructions. How many instructions are there? There are 6 instructions here. Okay, so set of instructions, 6 instructions, which manipulates a set of given data. What is the data here? These are the marks. Actually, other data, for the sake of simplicity, other data also required. That is the name of the student, a class number, roll number, section, etc. That I am not taking, but only purely marks I am taking for the sake of simplicity. So this is the data: 45, 56, 62, 71, 49. These are the marks. These are the data items. Now, if you consider all these instructions, they are either directly or indirectly acting upon this data. Reading marks directly is acting upon. Finding total marks. Actually, finding total marks, you know the formula. Whatever mathematical formula you are using, similar formula used in programming language also. Total marks is equal to, that is called P1, P2. P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4 plus P5. P represents paper, marks in paper. So find the total mark. After finding total marks, what you are doing? Average marks. These finding average marks, you know the formula. Average marks is equal to total marks by number of papers, that is 5. Then actually this is indirectly acting upon the data. Thereafter print marks report. In marks report, you know that your marks are printed, your total marks are printed, your average marks are printed, And for the sake of simplicity, other things I am not telling, even a grade, etc., and all that are printed. Thereafter, as we achieve the task, and program is stopped. So here manipulates a set of given data, that all the instructions are acting upon the data either directly or indirectly. And next, what for we are doing all these things? To achieve a predefined task. This is our predefined task. Prepare and print marks report for predefined, not at the time of execution and all that. For performing a predefined task, we are doing all these things. And where this is executed, this is not for manual execution. This is executed on a computer. uh, that's why now we see the 4 steps with reference to this example. I think you could understand. Okay, so these steps, whatever we write and all that, this is called algorithm. Algorithm means the steps, the well defined steps to implement a predefined task is called algorithm.